What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another FanTracks podcast coming to you from fanboysanonymous.com. I am your host, as always, Tony Mango, joined as always by Robert DeFelice.
Tony, are you my vacation friend?
2. That's what we're doing today. We are watching Vacation Friends 2. This is the sequel to a previous FanTracks, and of course a previous movie, hence the point that it's the sequel. Go back and check out the FanTracks of Vacation Friends 1, when we did that, however long that goes, 2 years ago or something, I think.
Last year. No, that was right away.
Last year?
I'm pretty sure it was last year.
Whenever it was, I don't know. We had fun watching that, so that's why we're watching this one. Despite the fact that the ratings don't seem to be all that good, but I haven't checked out a single actual review of it. I've just seen that it's got like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes or something, which, by the way, we figured out recently that there are some firms out there that specifically do buy positive reviews. So, not that that was the most infallible system to begin with, but, playing a little bit of a guessing game with Rotten Tomatoes, even more so. But yeah, Vacation Friends 2. We're going to be watching the movie. We're going to be giving our reactions live while we're watching it, doing the normal stuff that we do with the FanTracks. And if you don't know what that is all about, quick rundown for brand new people. Number one thing to be aware of, as I put at the beginning of this, and I put all the other places just for the copyright side of it, this is not going to show you the movie. Up on your screen right now on YouTube, or obviously if you're listening to the audio only version, you're not going to hear the movie either. There will be no audio and no visual stuff from the movie whatsoever. It is entirely a podcast where we are watching the film, and you can watch it along with us to get the same reaction as if you were watching it in the same room as we are, even though the fact that we're in 2 completely different states. And the whole time code that we have up on the screen right now, if you are over there on YouTube, is the way that you can sync up your screen with our screens. It's pretty simple. We say 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, you hit the play button on whatever it is you're watching. We start off pretty much just with the movie. So there's no DVD commentary, not DVD commentary things, but DVD like extra things and stuff. There are plenty of different times throughout the movie where I'm going to try to be like, oh, and this is the part of the movie that we're at, just to double check for sure that you don't have any kind of like weird lag going on, but you should be able to sync up pretty quickly. And I think that that's pretty much all you need to know. We'll probably go through some other ideas and plugs and stuff in the meantime, but just as a reminder for anybody else who is over there on YouTube and all, we also want to know what you have to say about this. What were your reactions to the movie and this podcast in general? So keep in mind, while you're watching this movie with us, we want to have you leave some comments and make sure that you hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And obviously, if you want us to do more of this stuff, then hit up the little join button over there. It's the same thing as the Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/fanboysanonymous, you can see the different tier options that are on there. Even $1 a month is something that is greatly, greatly appreciated. But that is, I guess, all we need to really say ahead of time. I don't know if there's really anything else that we need to talk about. If we do, we'll talk about it afterward. But remember, it is 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, then this little ticker is going to move like that on the screen. I'm going to reset that. And I'm good to go. What about you, Rob?
Yep, I'm good to go.
Alrighty, so pause this if you are not ready. Come back when you are, because we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play.
So because time is a flat circle, I completely forgot. It's 2 years ago. It was August 29th, 2021. Where's all the time going?
Speaking of time, 20th Century Studios.
It's about damn time.
Caliente. I don't know what the plot is. I'm assuming they go on vacation and hijinks ensue. I don't remember any of the characters' names. Do you?
Nope, but I remember the plot.
Okay, Marcus. Oh, that's just irresponsible, though. You should have that. Well, that's just dumb, especially the way that airports are this year. That's got to be the blonde chick, right? Got him. At least they're still buds until that the twist part in the movie where they all hate each other and then they have to come back together at the end.
Once you have a threesome, you're not really gonna not be buds.
Caribbean City. Are they gonna have a kid? Yep.
Oh, they're trying.
Did they have a kid at the beginning of, or at the end of the last movie?
That's that rules.
Was this guy in the previous movie? I don't remember now.
I don't remember him.
I mean, he must be if they're making a big deal about him. Yeah. Okay. Hotel manager. Murillo. I'm totally gonna end up calling him Gomez.
It's
Do you ever
dumb,
get that?
but also very funny.
Do you ever get that urge when you're at an airport to just be like, "Oh man, that's the bomb" or something like?
No, because
I do.
well, yeah, I can see you wanting to set the world on fire.
I just want to set the world. You up for it? He's gonna do it.
You up for it?
We're gonna get somebody on this plane saying, "Those people are not real."
It should be the blonde.
Yeah. Oh, so that's gonna get ruined. Yeah. You're not floating, you're flying. I'm not a Caribbean type of guy. I mean, I've never been there, but like to me, this isn't my idea of like a vacation is, oh, you've got to have a beach and I have to be outside in the heat. Yeah.
Where's your wife from?
Yeah. Funny enough, she's not a beach person either.
Well, that's because despite having the personality of a unicorn that farts rainbows, she thinks she's the most brooding person on the planet.
Yeah. A human Sour Patch Kid. He has said helicopter 4 times so far in this movie because he was saying about being a helicopter dad.
There's going to be a helicopter?
So we are 7.5 minutes in, and he specifically has said the word helicopter 4 times. Why are you trying to sabotage him? He's your husband.
Yeah, like what?
Cut to eighth shot in. It's a PR nightmare if somebody catches their clothes on fire.
Okay, how long until one of them catches on fire?
There's been quite a bit of fire in this sequence, so not too long, maybe. It's going to be Cena. Healthy couple. Maybe. No. Yep, there you go. Check that off the list.
We've seen movies before.
Yeah, right. So my wife and I have taken to watching a lot of really bad 80s action flicks like Jean-Claude Van Damme type stuff, and I keep guessing so many different lines of dialogue, and she's like, how do you know? Could you write these movies? I'm like, yeah, I pretty much can in my sleep.
Yeah, I mean they're full with tropes.
I've never had conch chowder or conch fritters or any kind of conch.
I can't say I've had conch.
I do want to try some conch chowder, just specifically from Thunderball.
Did they sleep for 5 days?
That just got moved up. Yeah, that makes more sense. They didn't do anything wrong. They're helping. So how does Cena and I don't remember the blonde girl's name. How do they save the day by convincing them to go with him as their business partner?
Because in actuality, they needed a laid back approach.
Yeah, probably that.
It's not all about business. We want that true, authentic American laid back touch.
This is where movie suspension of disbelief always gets me for a little bit because I'm like, yeah, in this scenario, I would instinctively be like, here's the situation. I got a work thing. Can you leave me alone while I do this meeting? And then realistically, most people would be like, yeah, okay. And then there's no movie. It's a good look. What scene that's got going on?
What's the deal with those?
What's the deal with what?
Like, why is he just carrying around the baby?
Because they wanted that character to have something to do in the movie and be in the movie, I guess.
Okay.
Is that a good strategy? This guy's like a fucking like ex-marine or something, right?
Yeah. I hate this trope.
And the overhearing thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole, I'm so stuck up. So you guys embarrass me.
You got to behave,
gonna
and if
have
you
to-
don't, it's going to ruin the merger.
And then I'm gonna come back around and say, I'm sorry I tried to change you because you liked me for me. Let's be vacation friends.
Two.
La la la.
Asshole.
So he's your favorite?
I mean, he might end up being my favorite character because he is a jerk. At least he's honest. So he's full blown the antagonist that's going to get proven wrong.
Because John Cena is gonna show him a damn good time.
Their vacation friends.
No, we're fucking bros.
We're gonna throw in about John Cena.
Love Chinese speaking John
Oh my
Cena.
god, did they make this fucking plot because John Cena's super into that? They might have done that.
I love that.
And what does the white paper represent, huh?
Condom. This is me if I had. What?
Is that Steve Buscemi?
That was obvious.
Steve Buscemi's great.
Bro, the lantern, bro, the lantern, bro.
He's never met him before. Okay. So this is seen as
So
antagonist.
you're gonna think that I don't like you because you remind me of me, and I'm not good enough for her.
No.
Guarantee you.
No.
That's gonna be so good. That rules.
Exactly how I met my wife's dad. No.
Tell me more.
Okay, now I have a favorite character.
This movie just took a fucking turn.
I wonder if there was two versions of this, where one of them they were like, oh, we have enough for Kayla to do, or Kyla to do. How about we introduce her dad and throw him into the plot? Yeah, all right, he's definitely best character status.
Oh god. It's such a clash of The worst kinds of drugs.
I know I've seen this actor in something before. I can't pinpoint what.
There's a
Ronnie
lot
Chang.
here.
Oh, he was in Megan. And in Shang-Chi. Oh, okay. Well, he killed 18 people. Yeah, definitely best character. This guy did nothing wrong. Hmm.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah. The Koreans. It's just. Plus, if you're a successful enough businessman, you don't go to jail at all for your tax write-offs. We've seen that happen.
So, what do you think? Do we get the straightforward path of it is a scam and he bails, or do we get the path of we think it's a scam but it's actually legit?
That like they're the wrongfully accused for the entire time, and then he feels like, oh man, you didn't trust me. I really wanted to do something nice for you.
Yeah.
I think the latter is more likely because they probably would be like, well, it's too obvious to just go with. He clearly
See you
is.
coming.
Right, yeah. And that could be if they set up something where they're going to need a lot of money. That could be the big payoff. And it's like, yeah, I sold it, and now you are worth, $700,000 or something.
Like he's like crypto's a scam, but I got out while it was good or something.
Right, yeah.
Do you get along with Caroline's parents?
Yeah.
It's a loaded question, but like, have you ever had like an experience where you're like, oh, this guy's a good guy?
Like never came to fisticuffs. No.
No, like like sharing a drink or like just like oh, this guy's a pretty cool guy.
They're not so much the I mean, I'm not a drinker, so it's not like the let's get a drink together, but I'm very much the life of the party. Sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, but hey, when I say it enough times and I go like, oh no, I'm not. Enough people go, hey, yeah, you are. You're no, this is the most fun thing here. Like then I'm like, all right, fine, I'll fucking believe you after a while. You know what I mean?
I both believe that and can see why people might think that that's bullshit.
Damn, now I'm getting hungry looking at all this food.
Yeah, me too, man. What the fuck?
Santos Escobar? SmartComMember.com.
Eric Escobar.
Didn't you just? There you go.
I don't know why that was.
What's the dad's name again?
Reese?
Reese, that's right. Park Ranger, that's what it was. Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be you in like 20 years.
What I could have done that.
just the whole shtick minus the crypto.
Knock on wood that I don't spend 8 years in prison for tax evasion.
Wrongfully accused. You can happen.
Yeah. I didn't do nothing, I swear. Did you ever see Rambo? Never actually watched any of the Rambo films.
Let's watch Rambo. Let's watch Rocky too. You know,
I've seen the Rocky ones. Haven't seen Rambo. It's a blind spot.
let's watch all the Stallone.
What did you see on Stallone movie? See on Samaritan.
Oh god,
awful movie.
Fuck you. That movie sucked.
Check on the FanTracks of Samaritan, everybody, if you want to hear us go from this sounds like an interesting idea to God, this movie's shit. All right, so we have to wrap up. He needs to get somebody, or he needs to at least get laid. We got to settle Reese and Ron.
They actually are hookers.
Maybe. We got to settle Reese and Ron's issue. We have to settle the cryptocurrency thing. The business deal. What does Marcus's wife's plot turn into? Because she right now is
Reese. Because she's the financial person.
So she's just support.
I mean, she was the twist in the last one where it was like, actually, I'm the one that had a threesome with him. Get shit on, please get shit on.
I don't know too much about cameras, but these look like
These
green
look real
screens.
bad.
These 100% look like green screens.
Look real bad. What happened there?
You don't know anything about this fucking guy. Why would you know that? Cake their trunks. Typical macho type thing, right? I'm not going to want to do business with somebody who wouldn't surf dangerously.
Yeah. It feels like this might have been a rushed sequel. Not that the first one was any like cinematic masterpiece.
Right. That's her story. Okay.
Why is that a all right, I said it. It came out of my mouth. Why is that a thing? Why is that a trope that we're doing now?
Of
Like,
the, I don't want to have a kid and it's not my responsibility just because I'm a woman.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
think that's specifically why. It's because people are like, we're in an
completely
era
accurate
where.
take, but like it's something that I think we see a lot. And there's never anything new added to the conversation.
No, it's because it's equally as much of a trope at this point as female character just wants to have a kid. It's just on the opposite spectrum, and people act like they're doing something totally different by being like, "See, we're progressive about it." And you're like, "Yeah, you're being as lazy," you know.
Are there too many subplots in this movie? Now that I think about it, if she's got that and the stalking the dad thing, and the dad's got the scam coin or scam coin.
I mean, realistically, it's just each one of the four, each one of the five, because Murillo, they just gave each one of them a plot. Because Kyla's thing is the scam. Yep, the surf. There you go. No easy joke about that's the only time to ride something that perfect. What about your wife? Let's see how bad the stunt double is.
Pop quiz: whose theme song was this in WWE?
That was somebody's song?
Yes, you
I
wouldn't
know.
know. I just realized it was 2004. It was Chris Sammy.
Really?
Yep.
Mr. Parker, I appreciate a man who almost dies just to prove a point.
Nah. Don't do the gag. Oh. Oh.
They're really gonna hit that trip too? Hey, the kid's just putting their hands in it. Okay.
I feel like John Cena's hair.
I was just gonna comment on Cena's hair. Cena's hair has gone through quite a bit of a rough past couple of years.
How long until he shaves it?
I'm surprised he doesn't get the hair plug treatment.
He had enough money.
Right. I mean, look at what it did for Joel McHale. Massive difference.
Fucking Elon. Have you seen the older pictures?
Right.
Elon?
Yeah. Elon too.
Oh, right. That is a thing he said.
Oh, they did it immediately. It was like everybody loves Ron, and Ron loves everybody. Here's the introducing the character that doesn't. Did you ever see the movie that came out like 2 years ago or whatever? It's a little robot movie, Ron's Gone Wrong.
Oh, I remember that. I don't
trash
think I
can
saw it, but I
looking.
remember like you actively recommending that.
Yeah, it's a cute little movie. Decided I don't want to have a kid.
So obviously she's gonna be the surrogate for them, right?
Could be. That would make sense. They set up in the conference room or something? Yeah, fuck her, do your job. It's funny when you watch movies with like a more critical eye like this, and it's like, well, I wasn't going to offer this, but the casino is the next sequence that we need. How about we introduce the casino sequence? Continuity error. His an extra button is undone.
So the end game. I look to anyone listening. I know I've spent this entire time trying to figure out the end game, but like, it's trope after trope after trope.
Yeah.
The end game gonna be, hey man, anyone who's willing to embarrass themselves as much as you must really care about the job.
It could be that, yeah. I don't know if I trust that the movie is going to figure out a way to incorporate all of these in the same thing. Like it's going to be like, oh, you're going to decide that you do want to have a kid, and that's going to change Reese's opinion of Ron, and the crypto is going like I can't imagine they're all going to sync up correctly. Right, you can't bet the baby. I was just gonna say they don't have like any chips out or anything. Definitely something that I would not be able to do. I'd be like, yeah, I don't drink. So
I don't drink a lot, but I can handle what I do. Like I've never actively gotten sick or anything.
what was that?
I've never actively gotten sick or anything.
Hmm.
I don't drink too much, but never been bad. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not toxic, right? Are you saying you don't want to get drunk
No,
with us? We
I
can't do
mean
this fucking
no.
deal, you know? It's a different type of PR nightmare. My surrogate drinker.
So her twist is that she's the honest one. Give him your baby. What the fuck?
Right. There we go.
You can't knuckle dust me.
Also, this dude already had like 7 shots. So he's at a disadvantage.
Who's Minge?
Minjin. Super drinker. Hmm. That's good.
Yeah. She's gonna get addicted to gambling, full Marge Simpson style.
Just sit there with the slot machine. Reese gonna be like, oh, I could drink more. Let's go, Minjin. You see that dude on YouTube or TikTok or whatever that just gulps things really fast?
No.
Forget his name, but if you look up like guy who gulps things fast, I'm sure it pops up. And he's able to just like take like a whole bottle and just be like, and the whole thing's fucking done.
Must be nice.
Also, these guys need to take some lessons from the guy from the Man Show. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy, yo, yo, yo. That was a fun fucking show for like 2 seasons.
Very of its time.
They're like, oh, good. 2 people almost died on this trip. Well played. He got somebody else to drink for him.
So okay, so the crypto thing has to be real.
And he's just sober now. Flashing gold pistol.
That's awesome.
With that extra in the background, you notice him? Paint that ace.
Oh, Marge Simpson.
Casino shit like that is such a fucking scam. Hey, you're here to lose money and not actually win. Oh, it's a gamble. Yeah, but you're not supposed to gamble and actually win. Isn't that your gamble? Because you're a casino, you're gambling as well. No, we're not. Fuck you. Leave.
I was lying. Okay.
Gotta make it 46 by the end of the night. I noticed that they just completely don't care whatsoever about Murillo right now. When's the last time we saw him?
Yeah, weird movie.
Yeah, give her the money. She's entitled to it. What was that little run? Did you see that? Is he still shitting? Is that why? It's such a like we're talking trope by trope. It's like you should definitely create this chain of hotels because
Hold
you got
on.
your friend to drink with me.
Mrs. Kim is my mother. She's my mother, isn't she?
I can see that being the case. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Kim. So another potential twist is Mrs. Kim going to go from, oh my god, she's so intimidating and she's a complete fucking puppy dog. Yep, they're right.
Yep. Okay. How many times on the podcast do I admit I'm an absolute fucking like just know nothing?
I could go for some donuts too. Haven't had a donut in maybe 2 months. Fuck.
Huh? Hit the road. Yeah. I'm gonna tell her.
All you have to do is hold the thing and shut the box. He's not gonna say, "What do you have there? Let me look at it." It's gonna spill, and then it's gonna all over the place.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot that I just did that.
He's the worst liar. Like,
Yeah. T minus how many seconds until it falls out?
what is it again?
A whole thing of cocaine. Oh, okay, didn't fall out.
It's so true. What the fuck did he say to 5 pounds of cocaine? Like, What do you think of his mannerism?
Who, Marcus?
Yeah, I don't know what the actor's name is.
Lil Rel Howard, I think is his name. He's very much Kevin Hart energy.
Yeah, it's like why? Are we already at that point in the movie?
We're at 57 minutes in. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, we're past halfway mark.
Powdered sugar.
So why did
What?
Ron go, yeah, it's definitely cocaine?
How could you? What?
This
I'm sorry.
label is cocaine. What do you mean now it's ruined? Where we're scuba diving. If you're thinking of a Steve Buscemi movie, what's the first one that comes to your mind? The first role, like of his?
If I'm thinking of a movie with him,
Mm-hmm.
ah,
Like somebody just goes, name a Steve Buscemi movie.
Lebowski.
It's a good option for that.
And my guess is that you would say something like Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
No, The Island.
Wouldn't have been what I went with.
A movie that is overlooked because nobody fucking went to go see it. It's a Michael Bay movie. Very underrated. I like that a lot. One of my I don't know what number I would give it. It's in my top 100 favorite movies. It's in my top 50 favorite movies. But I don't know what number. Anybody wants to see my top 100 favorite movies? Go to my Letterboxd. I have the list.
I would love to do that. I want to make a letterbox, but I'm just like, it's one of those things I'll waste a whole day on, and I just don't have the energy.
Oh, I took way more than one day to do that because I just went through and I had my movie list before from that Ginny website and then my Evernote list and all, but do it one day when you're bored. It's worth it. It's a good way to keep track of things.
Fight Club tops it. That's safe to say.
Absolute number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I were to rank my top 50, Fight Club would be in like that. I don't remember actually where. Now we're gonna open up a separate tab here because I do know I have a list. And Fight Club's in that range. They're just like, oh yeah, I remember this plot line. He's cute.
That's
You.
awesome.
I can't find my list, but if anybody's interested, go to the My Favorite Movies section of Fanboys Anonymous, and you'll see broken down by every decade a ranking.
What's your highest rated animated movie off the top of your head?
It's got to be either Toy Story, Aladdin, or Lion King.
Exactly what I thought you would say.
That $700 bottle of rum. Fight Club, by the way, for anybody who's wondering off the top of it, number 9 ranked from the 90s. So that puts that somewhere in that top 20 kind of range. That bird's about to shit. Yeah, they're doing a park ranger thing. Fake looking green screen looking thing again. Which I'm assuming is not a green screen, because why would they bother to do that? It's just probably some kind of weird forced perspective. I don't know shit about cameras.
Did you ever want to learn cinematography?
Not really. It's one of the reasons why I didn't try to become a director. I was like, I actually don't have any passion about lenses and shit.
It's interesting because you get really anal about certain things.
Yeah.
Gun barrels being pointy and whatnot.
I'm very anal about some things, very missionary about some other things.
I should have seen that coming.
Hey, you should have seen that coming.
What's wrong with you? You're a child.
Sometimes. Why is he turning this girl down?
Is he gay? Or maybe he's not turning her down. Yeah, maybe he's not turning her down.
Anal or missionary.
Jeez.
Wow.
Aw. Oh man. Oh, I feel for him. Why you do it to him?
Poor Murillo. Are you really going to do the whole thing where it falls out of the plane? I hope not.
Not Laura St. James. Who's Laura St. James?
Yeah, I don't know what Lower St. James is. Lower St. James Street, Montego Bay. Uh, yeah, not seeing anything online about this. And they're all dead.
That wouldn't be fun.
See, not fun. You're not going to go after him? Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? I'm a drug lord. So there's $5 million in there and you didn't want to chase after that guy? $5 million? And you're like, ah, man, you're slightly ahead of me. You got a fucking park ranger. You could chase him down. You know, you were asking earlier, are there too many side plots? Yes. We have
I asked that a
firmly,
while ago.
yeah, we have firmly established at this point in the movie there are too many side plots because they spent a good chunk not dealing with the Morello thing just to intersperse it with this now. They haven't addressed the not wanting a baby thing in a long time.
They haven't addressed the business thing.
They're doing like the we're gonna hop into this section, then we're gonna hop into this section. Like this right now has nothing to do with the business deal. And yes, it's probably going to come. Oh, you're associated with drug dealers. Oh, that's, you know, we don't want to be associated with somebody that's associated with drug dealers. But still. Try Agency FB. I wonder in movies like this, those two workers have had 3 scenes so far. I'm always wondering, like, did they film that all in like 2.5 hours?
I'd imagine so.
You're just like, all right, here's your 6 lines for this scene. We're gonna film that 4 times, and it's gonna take us a half hour.
Who is it? It's the business guy.
That's Warren. Maybe shoot up into the air, and then you can hear him go, ah. Call back to that. Okay. That's not bad. I'll give them that. But you're going to cut away from that?
Because they'll come back and they'll be tied up.
Oh, yeah, probably. Just got to leave them so they can roll off of that. I just wanted to check in with Mr. Parker to see if I hate Mrs. Kim anymore. I need to ask him. Weird side plot with this Morelio guy.
Too much in this movie. What was fun about the first movie was that it was silly.
And pretty simple. Not that this is like complicated or whatever, but they're kind of trying a little too hard, I think. Amazing. Imagine if this movie just got super dark and he just takes that Uzi and just blows him away.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
It'd be a weird twist, but like, I'd be interested to see how they deal with it. Okay.
Uzi would have been better. But you don't need it because you need to just go on a whim. Follow your heart.
He's floating. He's floating.
Meanwhile, she's like, by the way, I don't want to have a kid. I know I brought that up twice in the movie.
I'm going to say it right here. The phone's going to go off again, and she's going to go, God damn it, I don't care. I don't want to have a kid. I almost admire the unwavering support from the daughter.
They're gonna finally be like, I fucking hate Reese. Yeah. Hmm.
That's kind of funny.
I don't like your dad. Every time it's John Cena doing anything, I'm just imagining, based off of seeing this promo, that he's just gonna be like, poo poo pee pee or something. Poppycock.
I'm pregnant.
I like her.
Really, you still haven't told your husband you don't want to have
Hmm?
kids? They had that whole law, and you still can't tell your husband you don't want to have kids?
Right, yeah. That's I'm assuming that they're waiting for like the full mic drop moment where it's got to be like, it can't get much worse than this. Oh, and by the way,
That's pretty brutal.
it seems pretty excessive to do that when you could just shoot him.
Is it an evidence issue?
Like, just shoot them and then throw them in the water.
You're not floating. You're not, sir, you're not floating. That's kind of clever. I don't know how like accurate that is, but that's actually pretty good.
To swim.
Told you we're la 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 la. Okay. That was funny.
Are they not right where the people were still? So they wouldn't just see them pop up and be
They
like,
sank
okay,
a little
well,
bit. They moved a little bit.
yeah, because, yeah, just like, yep, there you go. Just like I taught you. She's chip off the old block.
It's a nice relationship.
Minus
She's been
the
my favorite character.
scam artist and all that.
Well, we haven't actually revealed whether or not it is a scam. They haven't actively said he's full of shit.
You think this ends with them getting the money?
Probably. That's ridiculous.
You got to have that ticking clock.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that's pretty heavy. Okay.
Yeah, damn it, Warren.
Seriously?
Oh, you got to have all the elements collapse, other than the ones that they decided that they didn't really want to invest in, like the I don't want to have a baby part of it.
Does she mean anything to us? Have we seen her face?
I don't think that we have.
Ah, there. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
You called that one.
Oh, that's how they're gonna solve this. That's it. Oh, that's the laziest way to resolve that.
That was fucking lame.
That is such a lazy way. And he also doesn't. So if they would have had one conversation about this, the whole thing would.
See, but that's why that upsets me. And before, I know I've been picking on the anti-pregnancy thing, but like that's the part that upsets me. It's not realistic. If you had one fucking conversation, you would understand that you're more alike than you think. Strengthening your relationship.
People are like, well, you have to manufacture tension. Well, no, not in that way. You can figure out another way to do it.
Oh god. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
And are they not still going to get shot at? Or are those people like, oh, well, we're going to see if that killed them? You know? Okay, there we go. Here's where the extra baby that Morelio's babysitting comes in and saves the day.
It's actually one of their babies.
burst in. Oh, yep. There you go. That's how they're going to bluff this. Anybody who gets that, check out the Refutable Kill series on Fanboys Anonymous. Because I'm Navarre.
He's not. You know who is Navarre? Mrs. Kim.
That'd be a fun way to do that. You think that?
Okay.
I mean, they're setting up that he's helping them with this. I was thinking that there was a chance that Morello could end up fucking Mrs. Kim.
It might still happen.
Yeah, it could still.
Damn coin.
The scam coin thing? Yeah.
Yep.
He looked into that, placed the bet, and if it ends up being something as simple as that he's had that on top of that too, then they're really just, they wrote themselves into walls and they went, and then it just fucking sorts itself out. You know. Also, he's missing his meeting.
Hold on. Ding, ding, ding.
It's a lot.
Oh, fuck. We can go. Like,
Yeah, what is she gonna do? Oh, I want somebody who doesn't give a fuck.
he's a he's a lapdog and a yes man. That's what I've always wanted.
Yeah. I don't like how my assistant always just placates to me. He's a real sycophant. I like a real straight shooter. Analyzing people.
Okay, so he's gonna man up. Yep.
Hmm. You're a mean person. Nope, he got fired too. Be great if that was the twist.
There's too much going on here.
You know what? Something now I do want to have a kid.
We're gonna have sex, and you just happen to be ovulating, and we're gonna have a kid.
We're gonna invite you along in Vacation Friends 3 because we have to tack on these extra characters.
The babies.
Mm-hmm. It is weird for them to just be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, no, we really just don't want kids. Fuck that. We just
That was
arbitrary
a
plot
thought that
point."
was thrown in there just because.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we're here to talk to Navarre.
I'm Navarre.
That would be funny.
The fuck?
They're like, we like Reese now.
What is this?
Great if the FBI just arrested him.
What the fuck?
Still got that $700 bottle of rum. Oh, he gets the banger anyway. Snort some moms.
What the fuck? This movie was stupid.
That's the
It
end.
was stupid. But I had a good time. Thank you for indulging my stupidity.
Yeah, definitely the first one was better. I'll say that. And I think one of the main reasons why is they didn't have some of the writers. Like John Francis Daley didn't work on this, it seems. Still, yeah, some funny moments.
We watched 3 John Cena movies this month.
Yeah, no Jackie Chan in this one though.
Oh, Mark's Mother's did the music to this. Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
This movie gives me very much early 2000s comedy vibes.
Yeah.
Like Couples Retreat and not like quite in the same range, but like Old School and you know what I mean?
I didn't like the way that certain plot points were tacked on and everything just sort of gets resolved because.
Pretty much just because, yeah. I'm sure that they sat around a conference table and they were like, all right, well, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. We'll pump out a script, we'll knock out the movie, and that'll be it. Like, I don't think they put a lot of effort into it. They probably had a lot of fun filming it. They're in like a resort. They get to hang around with their buds. But yeah, not it's not gonna rank next to Fight Club. I'll say that.
As I mentioned on a recent program on the podcast, future episodes of this that I would like to do, if you can just continue to indulge my bullshit, is North by Northwest. Oh, I want to watch. I don't know if I could sit down and watch Oppenheimer with you, because I don't know if I would want to talk much, but I'd be interested.
Oppenheimer was interesting. I liked it. I don't know if it's a movie that I would ever watch a second time, though.
I definitely want to watch Never Say Never Again. We should just fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's been
like 2 years.
Yeah, like I want to watch it.
There's a lot of movies that I have on like the back burner of like wanting to do some kind of thing like that for. When it comes to like rewatching old movies that yeah, obviously we've talked before about like the Batman ones and all that, but it'd be fun to do like, because we tend to do like a lot of like comedy action type things. It would be kind of fun to do something like super serious movie.
We're gonna do Glenn Ross.
Yeah, that's great. Love that movie.
It's gonna be just like the weirdest podcast.
Especially because that movie is actually I'm just gonna stop this counter because it's just credits. That movie is just pure dialogue and just like I mean it's so fucking good. But yeah, obviously if you guys listening want us to do anything in particular, you have the Pick Your Poison tier over on the Patreon or the YouTube channel membership. You know, you can always sponsor something directly if you're like, man, I really, really want these guys to watch. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that would be like an oddball type thing that I know of, at least.
Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise.
I remember walking out of that movie being so annoyed because I thought it was going to be better than what it was. But then again, maybe rewatching it another time, now that a lot of time's gone by, maybe I have a different perspective about the movie. But for all we know, it might be like, oh man, I really want these guys to watch Traffic because that's super serious, you know? Or maybe got some other like oddball, wacky movies that are in that like
not
zapped
the Serbian film that is the one
definitely not.
Absolutely
That's definitely not one. But you know, like we've all seen like shitty movies, like the movie Zapped, where it's just like, yeah, this movie's shit, but it can be fun to watch some of those things too. You know, one of those like sorority school 80s, like we got to save the ski resort type bullshit. You know,
I want to watch Ed Norwood with Callum.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
He was so enthusiastic. I want to do that. There's a couple of things that I'd definitely like to watch.
So obviously, if that is the case, patreon.com/fanboysanonymous, YouTube channel membership and all. But even if it's not, and you just want to show us that you really like this, leave a comment, hit the like button on here. Make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Make sure that you go click around on all the other things that you can over on Fanboys Anonymous. You know, follow us on Facebook and Twitter and all that. Make sure you're also following the website, fanboysanonymous.com, because it's not just everything that's happening on the YouTube channel. It's also just like articles every once in a while and all. And go to amangotree.com and you can see all sorts of things under a mango tree. Obviously, you can follow me at Tony Mango, and you can follow Rob as well.
Yeah, you can. You can follow me everywhere at DudeFelice, dudefelice.com, which might be up by the time you hear this, because maybe it's 5 years from now. Yeah, I really just want to do more of these. I'm burned out on stuff, and doing stuff like this helps me keep on going. That's grim. I'm sorry. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's 3:14 in the morning right now.
Dude Felice at all the social medias. Thank you.
Make sure you are checking out my letterbox that I mentioned earlier as well. You can find it under a mango tree. You can check out the Blueprint Project as part of Fanboys Anonymous. And you can check out whatever the next FanTracks is. We're the older episodes of the FanTracks because we've done like 70 of these at this point. And maybe
Watch
you're interested
the DC animated movies with us. They're very fun.
Check out those. Check out, I think the very, very first FanTracks that ever happened was X-Men Days of Future Past, the animated show. Like that episode of the animated series. I think that was the first one I ever did. We've had a lot over the years. Fanboys Anonymous has been around for 11 years at this point, which is nuts.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not. No, I am. But yeah, you know, I don't know what the next FanTrack is going to be. But as long as you're subscribed, as long as you keep returning to Fanboys Anonymous, then you'll see when it pops up. Until then, that's going to do us in for this. We want to thank you for listening, but it's time for us to geek out.